G'day, it's Rob here again. Well, we're finally getting in towards a bit of warm weather. Summer's on the way. And I thought I'd done my last video when I signed off on the Blue Devil Stirling engine. That turned out pretty good. Man, it runs fantastic. I couldn't be happy with that. Yeah, I thought maybe I'll sneak in one more review before Christmas. And I've been working on the alternator on that packed up, so I've been waiting for parcels from all over. The alternator has to come down from Queensland. They're sending that down. And then I've had other parcels roll up to my house, wrong address, so I've had to go and deliver those. And anyway, blow me down, another wrong address letter arrived today, and so I actually opened it up and then realised, oh, this is not me, this is somebody else. And it was a walk up the street, so I thought, I'll take it up the street and drop it in their letterbox. So anyway, I walk up the front gate and blow me down, there's another parcel on the front veranda behind the pillar, and I thought, my alternator's arrived. And I thought, gee, that's a funny looking box, that must be a small alternator. And when I picked it up, it obviously wasn't the alternator, so I thought, this is the product I've been waiting on to review that's coming across from the eastern part of Russia, Belarus, where the capital of Minsk is. And I thought, it's going to be an interesting review, this one, so stay tuned, it's coming. I picked it up and I shook it, and I thought, this must be what I thought it was, and dropped it off, and went on, posted the letter, walked up the street, posted the letter, came back. I thought I'll open the box up and have a look at my new acquisition. And I just looked at the back of it, and I thought, gee, pretty quick, got it to me airmail, and I looked at the back and it had a London address on it. I thought, that's a bit odd, London. The product I'm waiting for is coming from Belarus. I thought, maybe they've got an agent in London. And then I looked at the name, the address sort of looked familiar, and then I looked at the name and Alan, and I knew straight away who it was. It was Alan from Retro Steam Tech. And anyway, he'd obviously sent me something, and I had no idea it was coming. It was totally unexpected. So anyway, I opened up the box, and I really don't want, it's great for people to send me stuff, but times are tough, and I'd like people to sort of, look after themselves. But anyway, Alan's been very generous, and I've sent him an oil can, and we've conversed quite a bit. So anyway, I thought, I wonder what he sent me this time. And so I opened it up, but I haven't taken it out, but there was a letter in there. So I'll read you the letter. I'll put my specs on. Hi Rob, couldn't believe price these things are going for in your part of the world. So I picked up another one fairly cheaply on eBay over here in the UK. Now, it's not exactly a pristine condition example. I think it's seen a lot of use and is probably very old. It's also missing the little tool bits, which should be in the handle. And when he said that, I knew exactly what it was. It was an old, he did a video recently of a Miller's Falls hand vise. And I said to Alan at the time, gee, that's pretty handy, I priced them over here, and they're hellishly expensive second hand. $140, for one. And Alan has said in his video he didn't have to pay a lot for the one he had. So anyway, I just said, I just get by with some fencing pliers, the wire fencing pliers, and for cleaning stuff up on the wire brush on the wire wheel, Anyway, he said, however, it's perfectly functional, and with a bit of TLC, maybe a new brass ferrule for the handle, it could be smartened up considerably. The handle cap was broken when I received it, so I've glued it back together and re-waxed the handle and cap. You could probably make a new cap for it if you could find some Cocobolo rosewood. That's a new one on me, I never heard of it. One odd thing about these, as far as I can tell, the thread on the handle is 3/8 BSF. 3/8 20 TPI, which is kind of strange for an American-made tool. Well, I can handle threads, that's no problem. Anyway, I hope you find it as useful as I have. Merry Christmas, Alan, Retro Steam Check. So how good is that, eh? You never know what's going to happen, you know. And there's some incredibly generous people on YouTube. So now it's a matter of look in the box, see what we've got, and yeah, go from there. And here it is, exactly what I expected from what was written in the letter. Amazing. We'll take it out and have a close look at it. Well, that's really cool, isn't it? I mean, these are a really good idea. You can screw a handle in the side. I'll put a link in the video description to Alan's original video on this, where he's got the complete unit. Like, he put a handle on the side of his as well. And the other thing missing with this is a few bits and pieces, that fittings that go in the jaws, I expect. And in the end here, that's where the tips go. So, and yeah, he's glued it up. It looks good. I'll have to go back and look at the original video again to see exactly what those bits do again. I think they mount in the jaws, and you can use it as a screwdriver and all sorts of things like that. But certainly, yeah, you know, that in Oz would cost well over $100. And yeah, I'm really, oh, I'm quite amazed really. The yeah, a little bit of, I've got some brass. I can easily turn up a new ferrule for it, and really it's in pretty damn good condition. I don't think it's got a lot wrong with it. I mean, a little bit of pitting, but that's no big deal. You get it on old rifles and stuff like that. I used to do, you know, a lot of shooting over the years, and firearms often are like that. But yeah, these open up really well. You can see how the jaws are crossed both ways. Doesn't look like it's done a hell of a lot of work, really. Like a lot of these things, they just stand around and then people don't oil them and look after them, and you get a little bit of pitting, but that's nothing. It's nothing at all. So yeah, look, thanks Alan, that's fantastic, really. Pretty nifty, isn't it? I mean, the way it works is good. And here's a really old school screws. We could, if we wanted to clean it up, we could just pinch it in there and then wire buff it gently. Or anything smaller you could do it as well, and you could also grip on the thread. You could grip it on the end like this even. And once again, you can wire buff to clean up the heads and the threads. So it's a really handy little gadget. Yeah, I think you do want to use two hands, so I think I'll make a thread-in grip, which I don't know if that was an accessory with these or not. I'll have to go back and look at the original video again. But certainly it's the way to go. I know Alan has got a handle on his, and it's a good idea. Well, one good turn always deserves another, so I'll find a way to reciprocate, Alan, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe the Belarus connection will even supply the answer. So stay tuned, and if they send me a couple of samples of the product I'm going to check over, I might be able to ping one your way. Okay, well look, that's it from me. Once again, big surprise, and now I'm going to have to, yeah, make up a handle. I might even use this little Shawblin to do that, because that's got a woodwork rest that comes with it, so I could turn up a wooden handle. on the 80-odd year old lathe. It's probably about the same vintage as the Vice, but that doesn't matter. They still do the job. Alright, that's it from me. Hope you found it interesting, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.